At 4:02 a.m. this morning, Dayton crews were dispatched regarding a welfare check. A white male, ultimately found out was 49 years of age, walking in the middle of the street waving at vehicles. A minute later, there was a dispatch to the same area about the individual had fired a shot at a vehicle that was in the area. It's a passing car. First officer on the scene, it was at 4:08. Another officer arrived, close proximity, 4:09. There was a shots fired call. Officer needs assistance, signal 99 was issued. The details were that the officers encountered an armed individual right up by Esther Price Candy. There were multiple commands for the individual to drop that weapon. The individual did not drop that weapon. Two officers fired, one with a sidearm, another one with a rifle. The individual was injured at least 2 times, was struck by gunfire, and transported to the hospital, is currently in surgery. What transpired prior to the officer's arrival was an individual was driving down the road, saw the individual flagging him down, stopped his vehicle, wound down the window. That individual had a handgun on his seat. The individual who had been in the roadway waving at vehicles took that handgun from the individual, walked up the street, fired a shot at a passing vehicle before police encountered him. So that's what happened prior to the officers responding. We'll give you more information later today. We'll identify the individual and give a much more detailed briefing at that time. So this is just preliminary information we have at this time, and I don't think I'll probably answer any additional questions you may have, because that's all information we're going to be disclosing right now. But if you have any questions, I'll try to answer them.
So the individual that was shot is expected to be okay because he's in surgery?
Well, he's in surgery. We know that much.
Okay.
I can't predict the outcome.
And Sergeant Williams said that he was in Miami Alley Hospital. Is that about the victim at this time?
No, we will, again, provide a very detailed briefing later today, probably be in the afternoon. We'll let you know what time that is. We have a lot more information we'll be able to share at that time. We'll have a lot more time to develop that information.
The individual who rolled down the window and had the gun on his seat, are you going to tell us if that gun was legal or illegal?
So our understanding, the individual was a CCW permit holder.
So it was lawful for him to have it?
Based on information we have at this time.
Of course. Just to have it loose in the vehicle.
Correct.
Basically.
Is he saying that the guy blocked him from driving? Is that why he stopped? Or?
But basically he was flagged down, so he wound down his window,
So he
apparently
pulled over
to engage him. I don't know that his vehicle was actually blocked, but I'll be able to determine that when we have a little bit of time to develop more information. But when he saw the individual, he definitely stopped and rolled down his window, and that's when the individual in the street reached through there and grabbed that firearm.
How many times did the officers ask him to drop the weapon or tell him
We know at least 2 times. We do have video of this incident, so we'll be able to chance to actually look at that in greater detail here in the hours ahead, and we'll be able to show that video at the press conference.
Do you have any idea on the response time of the medic, EMS, to get
I have no idea,
Okay.
not at this time.
Any idea where the individual was shot?
I really don't want to talk about that right now. I'd rather have clear details on that, but at least 2 times that we know of, we'll clarify that to the extent we can at the press conference.
And just to confirm, it was separate officers, the 2 shots?
2 separate officers, that is correct.
And each shot?
Again, we don't know which officer struck him either.
Gotcha, okay.
So, and I don't know if we'll be able to determine that. It depends if the ballistics are available. They may not be. I don't know. We'll have to find out.
Just 2 shots were fired from police.
Well, I think he was struck at least 2 times.
Okay.
Multiple shots were fired. He was struck at least 2 times.
Okay.
And he had that handgun, but he didn't fire back?
Not at that time that we're aware of.
But we can't say he was walking around shooting before the officers got there.
Yes, he actually fired at an occupied vehicle that was driving by prior to police arriving.
And that person sustained no injuries?
No, no injuries.
Have you guys had any other interaction with this guy before this today?
We have had multiple interactions with this individual, and we'll talk about that later today.
Okay.
Okay, that's all I have for right now, folks, and
How long-
we'll catch up with you later this afternoon.
How long you